Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Lady Snow, owner of Lady Snow Meditation. Today's topic is how to create a effective resume. For this video, I'm going to hit the main points of a resume. I may do another one for more specific needs later on because I know there's a lot to do with building a resume. The first step in making an effective resume is to choose a exact skill that you are aiming for you can cater to that specifically. Now, sometimes you can ballpark your resume if you know exactly what you want to do, but you know it's going to it's going to be office work or construction work. Pretty much when I'm talking about ballparking something, I'm still talking about like the general area of it. Like I just said, like office work or construction or something specific or restaurant work or that can go into so many different directions. If you choose to do that if you choose to do that, still be specific as possible, like I just said. Never do a generic resume. Always do it specific to a job. So, no generic, I tone this into this business, I tone it into something way different. Don't never do that. You might get some hits, but it's going to be a lot of hit and miss. You got to do specifics. If you don't know what to put, that's fine. Google knows a lot. So make sure you Google what kind of requirements you are needed for your job exactly and what stands out in the resume. I'm This video is specific to doing it on your own, but of course, I do want to mention that you can always seek out guidance from somebody at the job center, at your school, or whatever available resources you have. I'm doing this video based on doing it by yourself, but go get help if you need it. Make sure you highlight relevant skills and experiences, such as if you wanted office work, saying you have office work experience or volunteer work in an office, or saying you have experience with Microsoft products such as PowerPoint, Excel, or Word. If you are doing construction, mention all the training or the classes you have taken, the work you have the work you have done. Keep on track, so don't mention skills that would not help you with that job. Try to work on being unique. What makes you special or different than all the rest? Keep in mind that hiring managers look through hundreds of applications. So if you have any special training or anything that helps you stand out, make sure you say that. And then also make sure you keep it short, limited to one page, and keep it brief. Make sure you're all detailed, but at the same time short. Be sure to yeah, and when I said keep it short, I don't mean like you should cover a page. Like what you're saying should cover a page. And if it doesn't, there are ways you can organize the resume to make it fit, like change the font or whatever, but it should fit on a page. And when you work on it, do like one detail a line. Like if you're saying I have office experience and this is what I got from office experience, um make sure that's um and then you want to put this other experience, make sure you separate it into different lines, make sure it's spaced out but not too spaced out. Limit it to one. Be sure to include big achievements that you may have done, such as awards from companies, milestones you made for companies, what you have done to help companies, or promotions you received. Make sure they know what you've been up to, race. Make sure. Sorry about that. I got spacey for a second. Make sure they know how amazing you are. Make sure you place the most recent jobs first on your resume. You want to make sure they know what you've been doing recently. This shows employers more clarity to your current skill sets. As you know, skills kind of fade away with time, so if you haven't done anything for a while, it kind of fades away. Make sure you create your resume very clear, indicate bullet points in sections like skills, education, jobs, achievements, and you can separate jobs into what you did in them. Now, I'm just giving an example, but honestly, your resume can make it however you want it. You can have all job experience or all education, but you want to make sure you're putting your best self forward. So, whatever you think would look better in it. I'm just giving you some examples and pointers. Remember to put in dates. Dates are very important to show the employer, and also lengthen of time spent on jobs or other activities. This will help showing your commitment to other places, so they're going to determine how long you're going to stay with them, basing it on how long you've stayed with a different company. Remember to keep it honest in resumes. It may be tempting to lie, especially if you don't have that much experience, but don't. Employers are trained to catch liars, and if you're even if you're able to lie your way through, the lack of experience will speak the truth for you, and you won't be keeping that job anyways. If you have Yeah, and you never know. Your next bar, like you could apply to a different place, and maybe for whatever reason they know each other, or they're connected through one another. Or maybe you want to try to reapply to that same place. They're not going to want to hire you back if you obviously were lying in your resume. So, yeah, be sure you don't lie. That's way important. If you have little to know work experience. It's so like you can go volunteer or receive experience and receive experience that way. You can use your GPA if it's high. You can also use experiences from Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts. I was personally able to impress employers by talking about my YouTube channel as a leadership role. There is a number of free education courses on Google you can receive. Babysitting jobs, like if you babysat when you were a teenager, job centers put on free education at times. There are places doing other free education. If you worked with a domestic violence center or other self-improvement and they have classes, you can put classes that you took in them. Like I said in a different video, I was able to use education mainly from a domestic violence shelter in order to get a interview as um at a bank before. I was able to I was able to pull from my background as a client in some places um to say I have education in HIPAA and vow confidentiality. If you really know something, it doesn't always matter how you learned it. If you know it, you can use that. Just when you pull from that stuff, just make sure you don't say too much. Lastly, I I would like to mention that you never want to put things like family, your family, race, sex, married status, religion, or anything else that like that, or attach a picture of you. It won't help and it might open you up for discrimination before you even get a chance. Yeah, and when I'm talking about that, those people that are like, "Oh yeah, I'm a family person, and I got 2 kids, and I'm married, and yeah, they don't need to know that. They might not think anything of it. They might just think, "Oh, you're just wasting my time because you're not professional, whatever." But don't put information that doesn't pertain to the job. Don't and oh, I almost forgot this one. Don't never put how much you want to get paid. I get that it's in applications, but resumes are not applications. And honestly, um resumes, if um in applications, you probably should skip that because if you can, because if your if you put that and you're asking for too much, they might not they might pass over you, or if you're asking for too little, they might decide to like, you asked for this amount, so we're going to pay you this amount. So yeah, just don't do that. And I a lot of this education that I'm putting in the video is honestly college based information that I've learned in school. So I know a lot more about that as well. And I would probably like to do more videos similar to this, job related, and I do know a bunch of information about that. So if you want any specific videos to career or college or anything like that, just let me know. I know I missed a lot of stuff that I should have put in here, but there's a lot to it. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share my video. and click the bell notification to stay updated. Also, like me on Tik, TikTok, and Instagram as well. I also have a fan page on Facebook and Instagram too that I will put in a link in the space below. Stay tuned. I am getting ready to start up my restaurant Tree Cup, where I will be selling local chocolates from different cultures around the globe. Unfortunately, it will have to be local um because I'm gonna start off with a simple license, which is local only, so Anchorage people only. I'm sorry about that. I'll also put a link to that one below. I would love to hear from y'all as well, so leave a comment below. You're welcome to ask any questions or suggest a topic as well. I'll see you next Wednesday at 8 a.m. Love y'all and have a wonderful day.